We're in Spain. Will and I are here for 11 days and we're doing an anniversary celebration trip for our kind of wedding anniversary. It's more our like courthouse wedding anniversary that happened in 2019, so it's 4 years. We had just always planned to have a wedding, like an actual wedding, and it got pushed back and got pushed back, and now I just feel kind of overwhelmed with the planning of it. But anyway, we decided that this year we would actually celebrate our wedding anniversary and go away and actually have some time to really connect and just de-stress from honestly like the last 4 years. Our plan is to spend 3 nights here. We're at a really beautiful hotel and winery near Tarragona up in the mountains of Spain, and it's about 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours out of Barcelona, and it is stunning. It is so beautiful. I can't believe it. It feels like a surreal dream. The hotel is called Terra Dominicata, and I'm going to be sharing lots of what we do around here for the next few days. It's going to be a lot of relaxing, a lot of eating great food, a lot of hanging out by the pool, going for walks, and just really chilling. It's really interesting actually. My energy or like my frequency from living in New York is so heightened. I'm not talking about in like a higher self kind of Zen way. I mean like anxious, stressed, tired but wired kind of vibe. And it's funny, I feel like as a projector, once I'm out of that, a projector in human design, look up human design if you haven't already. It's incredible. It's based on a whole multitude of things like the I Ching and astrology, and it's just phenomenal for learning about who you are and feeling really understood. But anyway, I digress. My energy type is a projector. Basically, I don't have a lot of my own energy, and it's really important for me to take a lot of alone time to recharge and relax, I suppose. So it's great. I prioritize self-care all the time, but I think in New York it kind of just keeps my head above water. Like I don't ever really feel like my battery pack is completely full. I have experienced multiple bouts of burnout since I've lived there. Yeah, it's just crazy coming to a place that is in nature and more grounded, just noticing the difference and how that is so disjointed. So I'll just give you a brief recap of the last kind of 24 hours and then share an intention for this trip, because I think it's really great to have an intention, as you know, if you've followed me for a while with your beauty practice or your self-care practice. But I think setting an intention for like a time or an event, like a holiday, is really powerful, because you're not controlling every outcome and everything has to go to like plan, but you have like an overall theme or an energy that you want to carry through. And I think intentionality is just really powerful. 24-hour recap. We were working on the meditations offering, which I'm so excited about. These are meditations that I've been practicing and like fine-tuning and working on for the past few years. And if you've done my clear skin meditation, you'll already have like a little bit of insight into the kind of meditations that I'm creating and how they work. But I've taken that and just continued to evolve it and make it better. So I've created this pack of 5 meditations. It's been really great. I've been collaborating and working with Will on this. He's a really talented musician, and we've incorporated sound frequencies and so many different elements of healing into these meditations, and I just think you're gonna love them. Anyway, we were doing that right up until we left to make sure everything's ready for the launch, and so we could really have and live by the idea of this intentionality that I was talking about. So for us, it's all about connecting and slowing down and really prioritizing our relationship, which is, it's just so special and it's too important not to be prioritized. And I think it's just easy when kind of life gets in the way and you don't really have as much time to really enjoy each other's company. It's also easy when it's a good relationship to not prioritize it because everything's just good. So you kind of think, oh, tick, like that's sorted. And you kind of focus on the areas. I think we're fine-tuned as humans to focus on the areas that might not be where you want them to be. So the main categories are generally like relationship, career, health, and it's just easy to just like get kind of like stuck on just working really hard to make the thing better or to fix what is like broken. And I think that it's really powerful to water the garden that is already fruiting and amazing. It's kind of a weird analogy, but we had a chat before we booked this holiday, and we want to really prioritize us and all the things that make us happy and really celebrate things. Back to the 24-hour plan. So we worked right up until we left, and we booked a 5 p.m. flight out of New York, thinking that it would be perfect to try to beat jet lag. So that went terribly wrong, and we got 0 sleep on the plane. We arrived in Barcelona at 6 a.m. We got our rental car and we drove straight up to Terra Dominicata, which just felt like a dream place. Like you're in like a mirage. It's so beautiful. But we arrived here and walked straight into breakfast, and then they were so lovely and got our room ready really early. So we were able to check in at 12:30. I was a shell of a person when we arrived. I really don't do well on 0 sleep, but we slept until about 4 in the afternoon and then made ourselves get up and enjoy the afternoon. We went to this really beautiful spa that they have here and they have like almost like a hot and cold circuit. So they have this gorgeous sauna and then a cold shower and then a spa bath that like looks over all of the beautiful scenery and the vineyard and the mountains, and it was just really special. Then we went and had a delicious dinner, which was amazing, and then slept from about 11:30 right through till 8 a.m. Got up and shot some content this morning for social media and then had breakfast, and here we are. I wanted to vlog the whole thing, but this is still something that I'm learning to do and I really want to do it, but it's honestly kind of hard to vlog. Like I'm so impressed by anyone that can just vlog the airport and vlog arriving and all of those things, because I just couldn't even function as a human being yesterday. So I thought it would be best to save my ramblings for today when I'm feeling a little bit fresher and then start vlogging from here on in. The plan is we'll spend a few days here and then we're driving up Costa Brava, and we've got this gorgeous Airbnb on the beach for the next 7 nights, and then we have 1 day/night in Barcelona and then back to New York. It's getting really loud outside. I'm not sure what's happening, and I think I've just chatted long enough. So let's end it here. I'm going to enjoy my day and I'll take you along with me for the rest of this trip. Welcome to the morning meditation. Let's begin. It's best to be standing up for this meditation, so standing up now and stretching in whatever way feels natural for you. Movement in our body is essential in the morning to wake us up. Whether it's a leisurely walk, a morning workout, or simply preparing for the day around your home, ensure you remain on your feet. My favorite way to practice this meditation is by walking. I find setting my intentions while I physically step forwards is an incredibly powerful way to start the day. One of the easiest ways to naturally cultivate energy is through breath work. I feel like I'm on Getaway now. Don't you think?
Yeah.
My dreams are coming true. Fun fact, Will and I shared the same childhood career dream when we grew up. There's a show, I think it's just in Australia, called Getaway, which is like a talk show travel host. Well, it's not a travel hosting show, but there's a host and they travel everywhere and they get to try all these experiences. And weirdly, content creation, when you do travel content creation, is kind of similar. So I feel like we manifested it in a weird way. But anyway, we have decided, we just woke up from a nap and still feel horribly jet lagged, even though it makes no sense because it would have been the middle of the day in New York, but bodies are weird. And we haven't found them yet, but we spied these, what we think are chairs all the way up there. So we're going to figure out how to get there. I think we walk up the road and then just walk up that path, and we've got a bag of the best Spanish
crisps.
Yes, we've got a bag of the best Spanish crisps, and some water, and I think we're just going to sit up there and enjoy the view.
Just living with our intention of being relaxed and doing very minimal things. So we're going to walk so we can sit.
Yeah.
And that is our destination.
That is all.
Goodbye.
The walk that made me fall in love with you. Will does this walk to tease me because when I used to live in Australia on the Gold Coast, when we first started dating, I said to him, let's get up and go for a walk to, it's like a really beautiful swimming hole now where I live. And when I meant...
I thought it was a car, but it was up.
When I meant walk, I meant it's like serious business. It was when I was still doing my high intensity training.
Are you giving the story about when we first went for a walk together?
Yeah, that's why you do that walk.
Yeah, you're like, let's get a coffee and go for a walk.
Find a quiet and comfortable space where you can relax without any disturbances. Sit or lie down in a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Letting go of any tension you might be holding on to as you exhale. Good morning. I just got back from the little spa area they have at the hotel, and they've got like a really beautiful outside spa tub, a sauna, which is the most amazing sauna. It's so cute, and it has like a little window that you can look out. I think I'll be posting a little bit about that on my social media, and a cold shower, which I definitely didn't go in, but Will did and really enjoyed. And I've just come back and had a shower, and I'm getting ready to go and get something to eat and just hang out today. It's been really nice. We've been just spending a lot of time at the hotel. It's in the middle of this national park here in Spain, and it's honestly stunning. That little walk we went up to yesterday, we ended up just sitting at the top of that hill and just really soaking in the atmosphere and the energy of the place, and really letting our nervous systems regulate and enjoying the moment. I also just wanted to show you how cute this little outfit is. This little bralette is from Cuckoo Intimates, which is one of my favorite labels for like pajamas. I've got like a slip little nightie from them, and I think it's all organic cotton. This little cardigan I've had forever from Uniqlo, and these little shorts are from Deji Studios, which is one of my favorite Australian loungewear brands. So I'm sticking with the theme of relaxing and just put on this little cute outfit to kind of hang out in. It's actually pretty funny. I bought hardly any skincare. Will has more skincare than me, which is funny. He's gotten really into skincare since, I guess, being with me. I feel like that happens to a lot of guys. They end up like starting to use your products and then they have a full skincare regime, but it's really good to see, and I love that he does it. So I've just been using to cleanse my face and then to also just put some moisture back into my face, the Sea Buckthorn Best Skin Ever oil from Living Libations. Living Libations is the best. The founder is just phenomenal. I really trust and respect what she shares. I've got all her teeth, her oral care products as well. The swishing oil, the toothpaste, the tongue scraper, the toothbrush. I think that I got really kind of addicted to their products when I had a issue with my gums and my teeth back in LA a few years ago. If you're following me then, it really took me down this rabbit hole of learning how important a oral care regime is. It'll affect your internal health and wellness as well as your skin. So if you're having skin issues, one of the main things that I recommend doing is actually looking at the toothpaste you're using, particularly if you're like me and you're prone to dermatitis or redness through this area, or you're getting breakouts or like rashes or anything around your mouth. It can be the fluoride in toothpaste or the chemicals that are in the toothpaste. So It's always good to wash your teeth or brush your teeth before you wash your face and do your skincare, and also making sure that you're checking the ingredients of your toothpaste. And I would highly recommend the Living Libations. So anyway, I basically just brought that. I've just had this with me and it's been working great. My skin's been really clear and happy even after traveling. I know it seems like I've been putting on the same product for ages, but it's the Best Skin Days Treatment Concealer in shade 3 by Iris and Romeo. I've just been loving this just for a little bit of coverage in the daytime to keep it really natural. And I find that this actually blends even well over the Best Skin Ever oil, which can be hard to do with makeup. So I just put a little bit on my hand and then warm it up and then use my fingers to keep the product warm and just kind of like dab it on, generally in this area of my face and then a little bit on my chin. I like to keep things pretty simple makeup wise all the time, but especially on holiday. We've been doing our best to stick with waking up early and just enjoying the morning. I went and did Pilates and some meditation at this beautiful lookout area this morning, which was really special. And then we did the spa circuit. Saunas will forever be my favorite thing. I just find that they're so calming for your nervous system and they just relax me like nothing else. Now I'm using the Milk Makeup shade Blaze. I use this as a little bit of a contour stick. And let me just preface by saying I am not a makeup girl. I try, I love makeup. I like watch makeup tutorials because I just find them relaxing. But my vibe, half because it's like what I like and also half because I'm not a pro at makeup, is the natural no makeup look. And then I love like a bare face and like no mascara with brushed up brows and just like luminous kind of skin with like a red lip. And I've actually found a really good red lip color. It's by Huda Beauty. This is the lip liner called Universal Red. The lipstick is called Miss America. It's like an applicator tip like that. So I find that it's a lot easier to apply and it just stays on all night. So I really recommend that, and it's such a beautiful red. And then I like to do just a little brown flick, just a tiny one, to kind of elongate my eye a little bit. And then I've been using this other pencil, another brown pencil. I think brown looks really pretty. I've even got a brown mascara now, a brown YSL mascara. But I've been opting for not really using mascara a lot, or if I do, doing the brown. I just find that I think it looks really pretty and not so done. Like it's really good for that natural sort of look. I don't know why this turned into a makeup tutorial because like I said, I'm not a makeup artist. These are little brow products I have been using recently too, called Kimiko, the Brow Sensei. It's more of like a casual sort of look rather than like a laminated brow. When I was growing up, it wasn't that cool to have bushy brows. It was like better to have like those thin eyebrows that are kind of back now. So I went into my bathroom with tweezers and thought that I would try to pluck my eyebrows. And I came out and what I'd done was I plucked this one, like the front of the eyebrow, like diagonal sideways rather than plucking up. It traumatized me a little bit and I've never touched my eyebrows since. But with lamination, because I haven't got my brows done, I feel like the hairs are really long. So when I like stick it and brush it up, it's like my eyebrows come up to here and it just looks a little intense. So I've kind of stepped back from that and realized that maybe it's not really my look. I think that's like an interesting thing to be reminded of about how trends really like change and come around. It's funny, I remember being younger and my mom saying when I would wear something or do something, oh, I used to do that at your age. And when you're young, you're like, oh, okay, whatever, mom, like cool. But now that I'm 34, I really understand what she meant, including beauty trends. So it's like really important, I think, to constantly remind yourself that you don't need to follow any of that and work on the inner, because it's all about feeling confident and loving who you are and really stepping into that elevated version of yourself so you don't feel so easily swayed by these things. Makeup and all of those things can be really fun, but I think when, like I did with my eyebrows when I was younger, I felt that I had to change so much that I ruined my eyebrows. And then like bushy brows came back in and it's just this constant cycle. It's just a reminder to be confident in yourself and your look. You don't have to follow these trends because like I guarantee once you follow them. If it's not something that suits you or is like your kind of vibe, they just change again. And then you're kind of left to grow your eyebrows back or pick up the pieces from that. Take each trend with a grain of salt, I think. I'm looking forward to the drive tomorrow. I think it's going to be really beautiful along the coast, and I'll make sure to share everything, like everywhere we stayed and where we ate and all of those things in the YouTube description. I know that always helps me when people do that. And if you've got any questions, let me know, or recommendations for next time. William and I are planning to come back to Europe next year for a few months. And I think that we will be coming back to Spain. We already love it so much. I think I might just put on a necklace and then I think we'll go. I'm wearing these earrings from Monica Venata, and I've got this necklace from them as well. But I think I will have to get Will to help me with this because I can't do it by myself. And I've been wearing it a lot lately. I'll just like hold it there and then I'll get Will to do it. But you can kind of see, kind of like just dresses up what you're wearing. And I really like it. So I'm gonna go and get some food with Will, and I will take you along with my day and check in shortly.
What's so funny about that?
We're in Costa Brava now, and we've been staying at one of the beautiful little coves here for the past few days. We've got another couple of nights here, and it's just been absolutely beautiful and so needed for both of us. I took a couple of days off vlogging because we were just so jet lagged when we were at the other hotel, the other location, and as soon as we got here, we just kind of like collapsed into being here and just needed, like our nervous system really needed the ocean and the sunshine, and to just really take it slow. We've just had the most perfect few days. Yesterday we were just saying, we went to bed and we're like, wow, that was just the best day, and we really did nothing, but it was just so great. Where we're staying, we just booked it on Airbnb, and we saw the photos and we were like, oh, we'll just go for it because it's right near the ocean. Like, we're literally on the beach in this little cove, which is just amazing. The Airbnb was way better than we expected to. We thought that we would just go for it because it was right on the beach and it looked like quite small, like kind of like a small apartment from the photos. And we got here and it's this gorgeous 2-level duplex kind of vibe with 2 big balconies and like lots of space to lounge around, and it's just been really magical. So yesterday we woke up and read our books and had our tea and coffee on the balcony, and then we went down and had a swim in the ocean, and it's my first time that I've ever swum in the Mediterranean Sea, and it's just so clear and so salty, so you can just float on your back and it just feels like heaven. And then we came back, read our books some more, made some delicious lunch. I think then we had a nap and read some more, and then made a really nice dinner and just chilled and like sat on the balcony and watched the sunset, and it was just really special and so needed. And it's like really getting me, or getting both of us, thinking how much we really want this lifestyle beyond the thing of us always going to a place. And I know a lot of people can relate to this. You go to a place and like 5 seconds in, you're like, how do I move here? Or I could see myself living here. So much so I'm pretty sure it's a meme now. So my thoughts are a meme. But our plan was always to be in America. It's great for work and opportunities, and we really do love America. But the ultimate dream would be to move to Europe, to have our family, or to kind of have them grow up there. But being here makes me think, like, I don't understand why we're living in New York or like while we're waiting. This kind of lifestyle just feels so much more suited to everything that I care about and prioritize in terms of health and well-being. Yeah, I just think it'd be really interesting if we could put it out there and maybe do it a little bit sooner. I've just been like seeing so many beautiful little families here, and Will and I are talking about starting our family next year and kind of beyond. So it's been really inspiring kind of being here and getting a real actual feel for this energy. Before being here, I'd only been to France in Europe, which I'm very grateful for. I've just loved my time there too, but it's just been so nice to be in Europe and be by the ocean. This reminds me a lot of my life before I moved to America. I lived right by the beach in Australia, and it was just such a big part of my lifestyle to like integrate being outside into my lifestyle and my work life even. So like I would get up early and have been down the beach and gone for a walk and a swim before I even started work. It just makes you feel so connected to nature and to yourself, and like you've had this full day before you start. And I just think that it's so rewarding and important for your nervous system. And in America, I just don't do that. My lifestyle is very different. Obviously, you adapt to where you're living and what you have in your surroundings. But yeah, I love New York, but it's going to be very hard to go back after our time here. So we're here for another couple of days, and then we're going to Barcelona for one night, and then we fly back to New York. I've been resting a lot, and I think it took me about 4 or 5 days to really start to relax. And now I just feel really tired. I think I was just tired underneath it all. The last 4 years almost have been a lot we've moved around America a lot and being away from family for so long and just going through the ups and downs of life throughout that time. Even though we've had kind of little breaks here and there, they have never been for this period of time, and they've never really been a proper vacation. It's always kind of been a work trip. So I'm very grateful for this time, and it's just been really wonderful to sort of slow down and reflect a little bit and really think about the life that I want to create moving forward. Maybe this timeline will be sped up a little bit. So we will see, but I am going to go for a swim, and then I think we're going to go and check out some of the little towns around this area. We've literally just stayed in our little cove since we've got here. It's so hard to leave. It's so beautiful. It's a really, really special part of the world. Today we are going to do our best to go exploring, and then no doubt we'll come back and have a nap, read some more, and then probably go to dinner somewhere. I release the need to listen to that negative self-talk now. All these critical thoughts about myself.